I mean, how embarrassing is this? The Yankees are 1-8 in their last 9 games in the playoffs in Houston. All ALCS games. They're 1-8 in 9 games. After the game, they're making excuses. I don't want to hear about launch angle and exit velo on home runs already. I mean, Jesus Christ. Bregman's ball went over the fence. The Yankees didn't. Severino, he made a mistake. He's allowed to make a couple mistakes, but you can't give up 3-run home runs in the playoffs. I mean, you're going to lose a lot of the time, especially when your team can't hit. And on the flip side, I thought Valdez didn't even look good. I thought he was getting behind so many hitters. To start the game, I felt like 7 of the first 9 or 10 Yankees were in hitters' counts. They didn't do anything with it. So you can't even get mad at Valdez or anything like that. The Yankees just didn't take advantage, okay? Couple meaningless base hits that Yankees aren't going to do anything with 2 outs because guess what? They can't string more than one hit together. But you go down 3-0, the game feels over, and in the top half of the next inning, you're gifted 2 runs. The Yankees barely got the ball out of the infield and just embarrassingly got 2 runs, and they're back in the game. But that 1 run felt like it was a million runs. The rest of the game goes by, and let's get to the crux of it. Judge hits a bomb. It looks like it's out. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Kyle Tucker jumps up looking like he's trying to rob a home run, bro. He could have made that catch on his knees, okay? Bader with one of the most heads-up plays of the playoffs, in my opinion. Half the Yankees don't even run out first base. Bader's tagging up on a bang-bang play. Now the tying run is in scoring position with Stanton up. But let me just give you a major complaint here. Was Blue drunk? I mean, honestly, was the umpire behind home plate tonight on a perk 30? I don't get it. I mean, 3-0. The ball's 2 feet low. You cannot bail out Abreu with that. I mean, Stan would have been on first. You have first and second, 2 out with Rizzo up. It's a completely different game. That's the biggest at bat of the Yankees season, arguably. And the umpire blows it. The second half of the inning, Loaizaga throws a pitch, the first pitch of the inning, well in the strike zone. He calls a ball. I mean, what is this guy looking at? And you won't hear a thing from the TBS booth. They didn't say a word. The entire TBS booth, all they're doing all day is the circle jerk of Maldonado. Martin Maldonado. I don't give a shit about Maldonado framing pitches that aren't strikes. I don't care about it, okay? When they objectively throw a ball that's called a strike that ruins a potential at bat to win or tie a game, I want to be explained why, or at least hear them acknowledge it. None of that happened. So that goes out the window. I mean, this team feels cursed in Houston, and now you get to the 9th inning, Yankees can't do a fucking thing. They strike out again over 10 times, and how does Aaron Boone have a job in the MLB? He does things with no logic. First of all, he was itching and scratching to get Severino out of the game, who looked electric besides that one mistake. He wanted to put Loaizaga in. Bro, if you wanted to put Loaizaga in that bad, you should have put him in yesterday, bro. It's too late. You could have won that game yesterday. You decided to forfeit it for no reason for tonight, and you put in Loaizaga while you're down. Okay? Complete joke, basically. And now in the 9th inning, you got a Rizzo strikeout. Listen, the guy can't do everything every at bat. Amazing in the field. Let me also mention that. That Peraza, Glaber, Rizzo exchange where Altuve was robbed and basically broke the record for the worst start in playoff history. Peraza is legit. I mean, it makes you think, why wasn't he playing? Why wasn't he on the roster in the DS? Why is he not playing in the first couple of games of this series? It had to have been, if I had to guess, it's Cashman who loves Volpe and they want him as the future. It's probably Cashman saying, listen, Peraza had a great end of the year. His whole call-up journey was great. He looks great, so we can use him as a trade chip in the offseason, so let's not muddy him up. Well, guess what? We have to win now. He played an amazing shortstop. Where the fuck was he the rest of the playoffs? So, unfortunately, he didn't get any hits tonight, but neither did the rest of the team, so I can't even blame him for that. So now, 9th inning rolls around. Again, it's a Rizzo strikeout. It's a Glaber strikeout who had 2 very hittable pitches. Very hittable pitches. Did nothing with, swung right through them. And now you got one more out for my favorite, the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson. What a joke. But puts together a decent at-bat and gets on base. Now, this is where I just don't understand. Matt Carpenter was it was a fun story, okay? The first half of the year, it was a fun story. Sure, 15 bombs in like 120 at-bats. Amazing. Well, guess what? That's nowhere near now. We've watched him the last 4 games look lost. I don't know exactly what it is. It's either 6, 7, or 8 at-bats, and all of them are strikeouts. How do you bring him in when you have, granted, not that much better options on the bench, but again, IKF, 4 hits in 5 games, and one of those games he pinch hit. So really, 4 hits and 4 starts for IKF. You got an opportunity with LeCastro to steal a base, get in scoring position, and maybe IKF shoots the ball to right field, and now it's a tie game. You didn't award yourself the opportunity. What do you know? Carpenter strikes out again, and Boone's at it again. They're all at it again. Yankees lose. This team's fucking cursed. I swear to God, or this franchise is cursed, I should say, because It's this vicious cycle. Boone's never getting fired. Cashman's never getting fired. They celebrated like it was this big achievement that they won the DS. You're going to lose in the CS again? No accountability. It doesn't matter, right? We won this. We got to the ALCS. It's all that matters. Astros were a better team. It's really sickening. Listen, I wasn't old enough to be in the prime of George Steinbrenner. That 90s run, I was a little too young. But it's just this franchise is a shell of itself. And, yeah, you go into the Bronx. You got 3 straight games. The format kind of sucks, but it is what it is. 2017, you went down 2-0 in Houston. You came back, and you won 3 in a row. You got your ace on the mound and your ace B on the mound to start. So you could tie this game up potentially. I don't see it happening. I have zero faith, and I'm emotionally exhausted. But let's just say they tie it up. Then you'll get me back in. You'll pull me back in. But for right now, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with Boone. I'm fed up with all the decisions. I'm fed up with Donaldson. He should be benched. I have no idea why he's getting a bat still. I'm fed up with the umpiring, the booth, Bregman smoking us. I'm just tired of it all. It's just such a funny way to go out again. It's the same thing every other year. So that's all I got to say. Not much of a preview for Friday. If anything materializes in the next day off, maybe I'll say something. But for now, Johnny Kith out. Bye-bye.